Thank you. So, a decade ago, when I was a lot younger, a lot richer, I was trading. I had a girlfriend, we're gonna call her Kay. She was engaging, she was smart, she was beautiful. I'll take that back, she wasn't even beautiful. She was more than beautiful. She was the kind of Helen of Troy that launched 1,000 ships. She had big green eyes, a mane of black hair, most beautiful body, maybe, thank God I'm a man. She was incredible, but she had a very complicated personality. She was somewhat prickly, very aggressive, which doesn't go well to aggressive people. Alas, the end came when one day she fell into a leading movie role with Willie Nelson. It went straight to DVD, let's say. But after wrapping up filming in Texas, she came back and she said, I'm thinking about moving to California to pursue acting. I said, but you've never acted. You're gonna end up another wannabe actress in LA. Didn't go down well. And that was the last I ever saw of Kay. My friends were great. They came around me, they rallied to try and cheer me up. And one of them shrugged and he said, when love is not madness, it's not love. You'll be okay. What kind of advice is that? What's that talking about? Another friend had a bit more wisdom. He loved Ayn Rand. I'm a big fan of Ayn Rand. And he said, A is A will always be A. People fundamentally don't change. And sure enough, he was right. You know, we never spoke again. We were very different. We went our own ways. But it got me thinking, is that right? Do people not change? Now, our beliefs in people's inability to change, is deeply rooted in our Judeo-Christian tradition. Scriptures militantly and uniformly nullify human agency to change, and because all great and bad things are a work of an omnipotent God up in the sky. In the 1480s, when the heretics were being burned all over Europe, there was a young aristocrat. And with the smell of burning flesh in his nostrils, Giovanni Pico, he had the courage to defy the great Pope. And he wrote a book called On Dignity of Man. And in this book, Pico's God tells Adam, you are restrained by no limitations, and you have free will. So the Pope condemned Pico, prohibited his writings, and he died barefoot and penniless at 31. Sad story. But within 30 years, the Reformation was in full swing. And there was John Calvin in Switzerland. He proclaimed the concept of predestination, which means that everyone is damned or saved from the moment they're born. Now, even if this was backed up by every branch of science and rational argument, and let me remind you, it's not, I could not and I would not believe that. Because what's that saying, and I don't want any of you to believe that either, because what's that saying is, no actions we take, no choices we take, they'll change your fate. What a horrible thing to say. But thankfully, in the 20th century America, this dogma of human plasticity has died. And it's been replaced by a new dogma, which is almost the opposite. Pendulums always swing back and forth. And it's saying that humans can achieve anything they want. But that isn't enough. Desiring to change is not enough. You have to want to change, but you also have to make the concrete goals and plans in order to see this change come into action. It's only by these concrete steps applied with discipline that we're turning these goals into reality. You know, some of you older members remember when Ken won the ringside boxing title. He didn't just show up one day. He spent years and years refining his craft in the boxing gyms around Chicago. Son didn't roll out of bed one day and say, hey, I'm going to write a book on, you know, the Korean economic happiness debate. She spent years and years crafting it. Tim didn't just come up here for the last 12 weeks and give an awesome 10-minute speech on the 4 acts. He's been doing this for a long time. So the point is that it's free will, by which we mean intent, and action combined. That's what produces positive results. Now, you might be wondering what happened to Kay. She had the intent to become a great actress, but she didn't have the action plan to make it happen. And I never did see her on the big screen. So if you want to learn a complex skill or talent like Ken, Son, Tim, and I'm sure the rest of you have all these awesome talents that I know about, If you want to turn your dreams into reality, then desire is not enough. You need to become a man or woman of action. You need to have the goal and then take the action to turn that goal into reality. If you don't want to change for the better, then you risk becoming one of those timid souls that Teddy Roosevelt warns about in his beautiful speech, The Man in the Arena. The great British statesman, Benjamin Disraeli, he said, life is too short to be small. Be great. Action and intent combined produce positive results. Action and intent combined.